Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and this is my response to Salted Earth Productions' 100 subscriber contest giveaway. And where they ask us to talk about our favorite movie quote, I have 3 for you. Before I get started on that, let me take this time to get you to subscribe to Salted Earth Productions. Their channel is super fun. A husband and wife team that, I just love their videos. So, guys, go and subscribe and try and get them 1,000 more. So let me get started here. When I originally was going to do this video, so many different movie titles passed through my brain, but basically the top 3 kind of, I guess, stayed with me. So I have a couple runners up here and then the winner, but let me start with the first runner up. I thought that my 2 runners up were kind of generic, I guess, for lack of a better word. Not that they're not great films, but everybody knows the quotes from them, and I don't know, I just wanted to pick something different and something that had maybe a little bit bigger impact on me. Now, the first runner-up is Jaws, which has so many memorable quotes throughout the entire film. The one I'm going to do for you today is a little bit different for me because it has a lot of sentimental value, I guess. When I was in high school, a lot of my friends and I, we were kind of movie nerds, and we played in a band together, and not the school band, but a rock and roll band. And the rhythm guitar player for the band was one of my closest friends. Unfortunately, he passed away when he was 36 of a massive heart attack. So, this is a little sentimental for me. We used to in high school, we used to run through the hallways and, quote movie titles to each other to make each other laugh. And this is one of the ones, we used to quote to each other because Jaws was his favorite movie. So, the quote from Jaws is, $10,000 for me by myself. For that you get the head, the tail, the whole damn thing. And if that sounds familiar, that's Quint talking to the townspeople about getting about hunting the shark down. So, that is my runner-up, and rest in peace, my friend. You'll never be forgotten. Runner-up number 1 also kind of seemed a little generic. Everybody knows this movie. And it has so many quotes from it. It's just unreal. But, of course, the quote I picked probably shouldn't be much of a surprise. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up, because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil. How can you get any better than that? I love Halloween. It's one of my all-time favorite movies, and that is just such a chilling monologue from Donald Pleasence. Now we're going to get to my first. The quote from this movie probably had the biggest impact on me, and I know I haven't upgraded to the Scream Factory Blu-ray yet. I'll talk more about that in a second. I probably will eventually, just because I'm sure it has more features and maybe a little bit better picture. But the quote that I'm... Sorry about the shaky cam, guys. The quote that I'm speaking of is Liv Tyler's, when her and Scott Speedman at the end of the movie are tied up and facing the killers. She utters a phrase, "Why are you doing this to us?" And the answer blew my mind when I first saw it. because you are home. That just freaked me out. It was disturbing on so many levels. Mainly because I've been watching, of course, slasher movies since the early 80s, and home invasion movies and all that kind of stuff. And it's not that they killed their mother or their aunt or their dog, or it wasn't a college prank or a high school prank gone bad. They didn't get severely burned with something. It was the fact that they were home, which I loved the movie when I first saw it. That phrase just made the movie so much better for me. I just thought it was brilliant. So, and that actually changed my perspective on the film. When you think back on the events that happened in the film, it really, I don't know, it just blew my mind. So anyway, recapping. I have the first runner-up is Jaws. Second runner-up is Halloween. And the first runner-up is The Strangers. Now, The Strangers isn't my favorite movie by any stretch, but that quote blew my mind. And I'm a little disappointed that they put that on the cover. I don't know if you've seen the cover of the Scream Factory Blu-ray, but they put that on the cover. Now, for someone who's never seen it that goes to buy it for the first time, I would kind of like that to be a surprise, because it had a profound effect on my watching this film. But anyway, like I said, I'll probably upgrade at some point. But congratulations, Salted Earth Productions. I hope you guys get 1,000 more subscribers and 1,000 more after that. So until next time, guys, peace.